How is there still game after 40,000 hours? Fair point. World of Warcraft has been around for coming up to be 19 years, but even though it's one game, they've had 9 different expansions since the beginning. The core philosophy of World of Warcraft is always still there as a foundation. You play a character, whatever class you want, whatever faction you want, and you level, and then you do endgame content, which would be defined as doing player versus player combat, doing dungeons, or doing raids and group party activities out in the world, whatever it may be. But every single expansion has a different theme to it, a different bad guy at the end, and in between in each expansion, there's typically a point 0.1, point 0.2, and point 0.3 patch. And in those patches, you'll have more new raids, and a new PvP season, and a new, as we have today, Mythic Plus season. So, even though the core philosophy of the game is still there, it's not like you're doing the same dungeon after 19 years. So, that's really why. Typically, in MMORPGs, a massive multiplayer online role-playing game, there's activities outside from just doing the what would be defined as core content, PvE, player versus environment, or player versus player, PvP. In those things, there's activities such as collecting equipment that makes you look cool if you want to do that. It's called transmogrification. You can go collect mounts, so you have a traveling system in the game and you can ride a mount, get from point A to point B. You can go collect mounts. There's even pet battles. You can collect pets. It's like Pokemon that you can do inside of World of Warcraft. Farming titles, achievements, whatever it may be. So even though there may be downtime in each patch, like for example right now, because 10.1 is actually just around the bend, May 2nd, just around the bend, a lot of players typically will fall off on doing PvE or PvP content, and they'll typically explore the world and do achievements, do some mountain collecting, do some achievement stuff, whatever it may be. But that's kind of the fun and beauty of the game, is that it's, even though one game, there's many different mini games that you can do inside of it. And that's not even talking about the economy of it. There's a whole economy system, and you can sell goods and do crafting professions. There's a lot to it. It's a whole thriving world, the world of Warcraft. So hopefully that makes a little bit more sense. Yeah, I know I still have way more playtime than I probably should, but I hope that kind of wraps things up.